Welcome back from the holiday break for Sword Art Online. Today's episode 13. I'm Justin.
What is up? I'm Logan.
And together we're Couch Talk. As always, we're anime viewers only, no source material, and we discuss this episode and give our scores at the end. You ready to talk and talk and talk and talk and talk about this?
I I am ready to talk and talk and talk.
Because that's this episode. We sit down at the same table from last episode and then talk for the rest of the episode.
It was
There is some important bits in there.
it was very exposition heavy, super exposition heavy, and by that I mean the entire episode was exposition. It was an info dump, pretty much.
Yes, that is one way to define it. So basically, you see how Cardinal was made. Quinella was kind of reaching her memory limit. It was trying to figure out how to free up some of that good old hard drive space. It's like, oh, I don't want to delete anything. I just need
Right.
I need more space, right? So let's make another me essentially where I can have some of that space be held. And there was a mistake because the other her ended up having also an individual personality kind of
Right.
where
And they kind of
Cardinal was
compared
able
it to the
split.
the SAO version where it's like I forgot what system they called it, but like the system that checks everything, but then you have a system that checks the other system.
Yeah.
Which is kind of what she said she felt. She's like, I felt the need to put her in check, pretty much.
Yeah, and then there's only two places that can't be controlled like Quinella. One is the Great Library, and the other is the Dark Territory, which that was the other part we get throughout this, is that the Dark Territory is monsters that have flashlights, just like everyone else in the Light Territory. It's just they're more of what kind of I would say Wrath would want, soldiers that are just there to.
Yeah, that's what I would assume. Why not get, monsters that kill people all the time if you want soldiers?
But yeah, we hear that Wrath is waiting for the resistance. Basically, the light's gonna have to fight the dark. Can't. I was gonna make some joke that'd come out of racist. I was gonna do some light versus dark thing. And I'm like, wait, that would not sound right. Woo! Covering myself there, one guys. So, yeah, basically it's probably be like whoever comes out at the top from the light side that wins at the end will probably be more towards what Wrath is looking for. But then again, it's like they also send in Kirito to have him get people break these taboos to an extent to get them their own little more true mindset, I guess, to be a perfect AI how they want.
Right,
So
it's kind of
like why have all this if Kirito's there? It's like Wrath seems not focused on one true
that's
goal.
what I was about to say. The goal seems not too focused. Like, it is weird that, because I mean,
Then again, we're getting their goal from like Cardinals and Kirito's perspective, not from Wrath itself.
true. But Cardinal even said like this is inevitable. Like the world's demise pretty much is inevitable due to these like monsters. And she even brought up like, the gods from the outside world don't intervene. So I'm assuming this is what Wrath wants.
Yeah, I would say so. Because she said they were waiting for the resistance. And, her goal is to delete everything. Basically turn everything to nothingness, except for Kirito gets to choose 10 people. Good thing he doesn't even know 10, so it's easy to pick. Right?
Right.
You got Yu-Gi-Oh!, Alice, the two girls we left behind.
And that's it.
The teacher.
Oh yeah, the teacher.
Their teachers. That's it. You can't take. I guess he wants to take Cardinal for some reason. That ain't gonna work, dude. She has to delete everything.
Right, come on, Kirito. Did you not
But
just listen?
he's gonna find his third true way to solve everything, right? Also, a lot of the tips he was getting throughout was from the spider named Charlotte, because we ran out of spider names. The only good one is Charlotte.
It is by law of decree that you must name your spider character Charlotte. Or else you're not allowed to have
If you
spider
have a guy
characters.
spider and you don't want to name it Charlotte, too bad it's Charlotte.
You are Charlotte no matter what spider, all right? That's the life you've lived.
Yeah, no matter. The spiders get one name. True gender equality, okay? And
They should just rename it.
true equality where everyone's the same name.
Thank you. Thank you, Charlotte,
It's Charlotte.
the spider
Yeah,
god.
So, there was that. Also, we get how to basically fix the Integrity Knights. We saw the Prism Paper before, which is basically them rejecting the new implanted memories. But then they have to also, when they remove that, they have to replace it with the memory fragments that were taken by Quinella and put into her chambers on the, I think they said it was on the, or not exactly her chamber, but the top floor.
Yeah.
Stuff was held. Which, how many floors are there? 100.
Hey.
Good call, man, because apparently the tower grows every year for some reason. Like, why is that? Why is that the case? Like, do you think the Integrity Knights get a whole floor to themselves? And that's why it grows every year. It's because they get another Integrity
That actually
Knight.
could make sense. Like each Integrity Knight. That actually could make sense. That you know.
You get a whole floor in this tower. I don't know how. It's probably a
I guess that's under the assumption.
tower, right? It's like part of a castle, so.
All right.
I don't know.
There's 100 floors. 100 floors in SAO, 100 floors in this, all right?
For no other reason other than it was 100 floors in SAO.
Right.
I still don't understand the need for this tower to grow, but whatever. And then, oh hey, Yu-Gi-Oh's here. Let's not forget about him.
Right. Even though he
Who
was...
has no idea what's going on. None. Period. If he comes out next episode and we don't get some like little quick thing of like, oh, here's Kirito telling the story and it does like a quick cut or something. It's just, if he understands anything, I'm gonna be even more confused because he shouldn't.
Right.
He was
They
not
kind of
told a
just
single bit.
shoved him... Which is weird. Why would they not just have him in there, right? To listen? He just kind of shows
he
up
already
later.
kind of broke the whole system thing, right? And then
Then he's like, oh, sup? I'm here, by
he's
the
like,
way.
I only care about Alice. So they were like, oh, you don't need to know about anything else in this world? Oh, by the way, we're going to get invaded by the dark side. Oh, hey, we got to replace some memories. Oh, hey, you're going to, be taken over by Wrath one day. And, like, anything important? Just, oh, how do we defeat Quinuela? Well, I know, but I can't tell you.
Right. Poor Yu-Gi-Oh.
For you, Joe.
Yeah,
Good old
side
side
character.
characters who don't care. Sword Art just pushes off to the side as always.
Once we get into the thick of things, it pretty much becomes the Kirito show. Anyway. Like,
so yeah, that's most of the episode. I guess they get a dagger that does some mind connection
right.
wizardry that basically will help Cardinal rewrite them back to where they need to be. Because, system call. System call.
That's so system call. System call.
The fight between Cardinal and
System
Quinella.
call. Exposition. It worked. All right.
Yeah. And I guess they got some power-ups too. But other than that, yeah, just all exposition, one hug to save the world.
One hug to save the world.
200 years evaporated
Right.
of struggle and strife with one hug. That's all it takes to be human, is to give a hug. Whatever. Who cares? Let's. You want to jump to scores?
Sure. I'll say like 4.5 to 5, like average, below average. It was literally a giant info dump, and that's not a fun way to learn things. Is to just sit and listen to the Sword Art Online lecture. Like that's what it felt like. I was like, yeah, there were some interesting things that we learned, but it could have done completely different. We were literally just sitting at a table listening. I felt the conflict kind of just got escalated just because it was like, oh, we need to find Alice or whatever. And then it's like, oh, well, now you need to save the world. It's like, okay, that's a thing.
One step at a time.
Right. It's just like super escalated. But yeah, It definitely could have handled this much better, especially if you're gonna have like what 50 so episodes. Why do you need an entire episode for an info dump? Are all the
And
episodes
we're gonna
that
get more. I know it.
are all the episodes that important that it couldn't be spread out, or is it? Who knows? I just hope the rest of the show is not. We find a integrity knight. We fight integrity knight. We move up a floor. We find another like that would be awful.
Oh, we will have another 4. Now it's time for another info dump.
Right.
But no, I'm gonna say like a 4. Like, again, this could have been presented much better. I know people are coming here like, oh, if you expect Sword Art to be action all the time, then you're coming to the wrong show. You don't deserve it. Or a lot of bull. I want to say I have no problem with there not being combat in episodes. I'm not fine. I'm fine with there being like exposition and stuff like that. Hell, I love Slice of Life. All they do is sit around and talk sometimes about boring stuff, but I find that entertaining. This one was not entertaining. It was just boring. And it's like, yeah, there's some good information in there, but it could have been presented, done much better than making me sit along with Kirito as he set us along to talk to Cardinal, who sits along and tells him a story. Why couldn't I be Yu-Gi-Oh? Just put me off to the side where I don't listen to any of this shit, right?
Oh god.
Yu-Gi-Oh guy, he's like, yeah, just got out of the shower, I'm all good, good rest.
Just ate some food, just chill. What you guys talking
That would have
about?
been a much better experience than sitting through all that with Kirito.
Right. I agree.
But that's it, though.
That's it. That's it. That means it's spiel time. All right.
As always, if you want to be one of the 10 we save, be sure to hit that like, subscribe, notification bell, be notified every time we upload. Comment down below. Let us know what you thought of the episode, what you did, didn't like, where you score it, anything like that. Again, no spoilers, as we are anime viewers only, and plenty of others are. And until next time, peace out.
See ya.